Cancer, welcome to your July 6th through the 12th tarot reading, and happy birthday to all the Cancers out there. Let's go ahead and grab our bonus cards, and then we will get started on the reading. We're going to get a fortune oracle. Let me move these down. Come here. How is everyone doing? I hope you are doing well. Let's see. This is the Healing Energy Oracle. And one more. I really like this one. All right, almost there. I'm going. Hurry up with the reading. All right. Now, let's draw our Moonology. I'm going to do this one first, see what's coming towards Cancer. And there we go. We have a papa. Popper, not papa. Or, yeah, anyway. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So be confident, Cancer. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got cards are jumping out. So we have sovereignty. That's think of a sovereign is like a queen or a king, an emperor or an empress energy, where you are just taking the lead and responsibility and ownership for everything in your life. Everything you have or don't have is by your design. Yep. I don't know why I'm getting a very similar feel with those two cards. I think because of the colors in the background. It's really beautiful. All right. Let's get one more. This is the Energy Oracle. One more for Cancer. We're going to draw this one. We're going to draw it. Not with a pencil. Oh, wow, look at that. Angel of Love. This gives me a Queen of Cups feel, which is your card. So, yeah, that is just gorgeous. Also makes me think of rose quartz. Very nice, beautiful, calming stone. All right, let's look at your recent past. See what's going on with you. Oh, okay, we have this one flip over. Is it just the one? Page of Wands. Oh, I just got my fingers crossed that my camera is focusing correctly. My microphone's working. I still haven't gotten my new one. All right, Nine of Swords. I'm not gonna worry about. Oh, and we have one here. We have the Knight of Swords. That is Gemini energy. Now, I don't always interpret the Nine of Swords as bad, so let's just see what's going on in the energy around it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We have the Ten of Cups. That's good, happy energy. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what is crossing. Oh, bam. Okay, that is probably the best combo you could possibly have with that. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Okay, let's dive right in. And it's not that, this is coming first and this and this. This is, we have to kind of figure out where you are here. Page of Wands, Ten of Cups. Page of Wands, well, all pages represent all of their suit. So this is, God, I hope that's coming through. This is all of the fire signs combined. There's that Leo right there. I think it is. And this could represent you here, because this would be someone who's young but confident. If not, if this isn't your energy, it's obviously someone around you. It could be your kid. It could be a friend. Something like that. It could be the energy you need to embody. This is the energy of someone who's very curious, very excitable, just wanting to get out and explore the world is the feeling here. And that is being crossed by just being very happy with your family, happy with your circumstances. Yeah, triumph after difficulty. Maybe it could be this, triumph after that. But this is just a good, happy energy right here, because this also being a card of, partially Sagittarius, we're just optimistic and happy about things. So this looks like a good combo to me. Nothing more to say there. It's good. Now, this is very, very interesting here, is it not? So we have the Nine of Swords, Nightmare card, crossed by the Ten of Swords. So what's interesting about the Nine of Swords is the lack of trying to do anything to fix the situation. Now, here's the thing. The Nine of Swords can represent suffering and emotional, mental kind of breakdown. It's really the negative interjects in your mind that could be at play. And at first, I wasn't thinking that it was negative because I wanted to see what the other cards are, but it very well could be. Sometimes the Nine of Swords, if it depending on what cards are around it, it could just mean that something is on your mind like 24/7 and you just can't rest. It doesn't have to be bad, but because we have this Five of Pentacles here, there is something that this suffering here, it's coming to an end, whatever it is. Okay. And, the Ten of Swords is when something is completely done, finished. Stick a fork in it, it's done, it's over. There's no turning back from this. Whatever was causing you this kind of distress in your past, it's over. It's time to let it go. And so we have the Knight of Swords being crossed by the Five of Pentacles. So, Cancer, this you could have been dealing with a Gemini here. That either now I'm just going to throw out the initial feelings I'm getting. They could have ghosted you. You could have ghosted them. There is this feeling of abandonment, being left out in the cold. This person could have been very sharp with their words, how they spoke. And the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy. So this is someone who maybe just came in and left. This could have been a very quick kind of thing because there is this element of speed here. And so the Five of Pentacles, in this respect, generally I like to say how to, counteract a card like this is, these people are sick and not seeing the sanctuary that's right behind them. They're focused on, their weaknesses and not their strengths. But in this respect, it could be that this person either left you high and dry, is what I'm feeling, and kind of, I don't, this person, if this is a person, that it's not you, and they left you in this state, good riddance to bad rubbish. Let it go. It's over. Whatever it wasn't good anyway. This feels like a bad relationship that ended. I'll be honest with you. Whether you ended it or they ended it, it doesn't really matter. This right here is over, and it's done. And I feel like this energy here is your rebirth from whatever this was. You know what I'm saying? This, I think the reason, this coming out in this first thing here is because this is such a stronger, happier energy than what you had to go through. And this is that confidence coming back after all of this, and you really loving yourself, being in your sovereignty, letting this, whatever, it could have been a work situation with that Five of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but whatever it was, it is over. It's done ski. And if it caused you that much pain and suffering and heartache, good riddance, like I said, good riddance. Ooh, look at that. Ace of Pentacles now. Yep. This thing ending is really good. It's really good. No more suffering. Look at that. Seven of Swords now. And the Page of Swords. You are getting a lot of air energy here, Cancer. A lot of air energy. Woo-wee. All right, one more little shuffle. King of Swords. More air. Oh, lordy. That is Aquarius energy. I think that was like holding you back, whatever that was. So much happier now that's over. Another King energy, King of Pentacles, Taurus, and the Page of Pentacles on the Page of Swords. That situation was holding you back for sure. Cancer, I don't know if it was a relationship, if it was, money related, your circumstances, but I see massive improvement here for sure. This could be a job offer, a new opportunity, maybe by this King of Swords energy. Now, if this isn't an opportunity, for coming from someone like this King of Swords, it's you embodying this King of Swords energy. He's the big picture. He's thinking of the big picture, the whole thing, not just one little event that happened. This is that sovereignty right there. We have two kings here, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is clarity. This is seeing opportunity when it comes knocking. This is really good. A lot of wisdom here, too, because you learn so much from that. You know, you learned a lot from that. If that was a business that failed, I say, you learned a lot. And now you can use that knowledge in this new opportunity that's right here. I think you're going to be very strategic and wise when it comes to this. So we have this card of strategy, Seven of Swords. Your past has changed your future course, or at least in how you see things and how you deal with people and how you treat your information much more carefully. Look at how she's holding those swords. They are sharp. They're so I think you're going to be a lot more careful with what you share with people. You're probably less trusting than you used to be, which is fine. We shouldn't, all of us good people, we do tend to trust others probably a little too much before they deserve it. And negative or narcissistic, psychotic, and whatever, they really need people to trust them even when they haven't earned their trust. And it's a hard lesson to realize that not everybody deserves your trust. Not everybody deserves to know everything about you, because right here, the sevens are about mystery. So I feel like keep some things to yourself. Be mysterious. Absolutely, Cancer. And so this card of strategy is being crossed by the businessman here, the King of Pentacles. Very stable, very focused, very reliable. So this could be you embodying this energy of just, he's not going to tell everybody his secrets, his business secrets, or just his business in general, not literal business as in, his what he's doing for work, but just his business. You know what I'm saying? Everything about him. You don't need to know everything. Is what that's the energy that I'm getting here. You don't have to tell everybody your secret sauce, or how you are manifesting your wealth. Not everybody needs to know that. So I feel like there's some secrecy here, but it's good secrecy. You're keeping things to yourself. Okay. And so now we have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This is communication here. You could be communicating with this King of Swords. This could be the style in which you communicate with now. A lot more wise, a lot more curious. I think you're asking a lot of questions with this Page of Swords. You know, there is a keen eye here for gaining information. Instead of giving it so freely, you're questioning, because these are pages. They ask a lot of questions just in general. Think of a young child and how they're questioning things and they're curious. So you're not just going to give up. I don't know why I heard give up the goat. You're not going to just give up everything. You're going to question people's motivations, what they're wanting. So your communication style, I feel, has changed a lot, and for the better. I feel a lot of confidence there with that. All right, that was a whole chunk that came out there. So let's see what's in your future energy. Six of Pentacles. Pisces had that too. All right, what else is coming? We have the Four of Pentacles. They got that too in the other deck. All right, let's see. King of Cups. Okay. That is Scorpio energy. Could be an offer. Could be you embodying that energy. Energy. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune came out right here in this row over here for Pisces. That's good. That is really good, especially on that Six of Pentacles. I like that. I like that a lot. Three of Wands. Okay. And the Eight of Cups. They had that too, but it was way up there. Okay. So Six of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is talking about like what you value, how you value. This is showing periods of being able to be the giver, like you have enough to give. Sometimes we are in a mode of receiving. So I get the feeling you're going to be in the mode of giving because I'm seeing prosperity here and opportunities. We see that with this Wheel of Fortune. You might be coming into something, some kind of a win here because we see these scales. This could be I almost want to say legal. We do have this King of Swords with that Ace of Pentacles. You could be winning something in court, is what I'm feeling. But we have this balance coming. Like when you have this, your sovereignty is coming in. There is this element of balance coming to your resources. And it could be that there's some type of knowledge here that you have that's very valuable because we have that King of Swords that's knowledgeable. The King of Pentacles is also knowledgeable in a way, but in a different way, right? He's a businessman, so he's got business acumen. So there's something coming in here where what you are giving, what you can provide is very valuable to others. And you got a lot of luck crossing this right now. It could be that what you are providing for people is what's going to bring in this luck and this change of fate, is what I'm seeing here. But just a lot of luck in this reciprocity. This is equal reciprocity. You're not going to stand for any situations that are just people with their hands out. You know, this luck here is changing, and that's good. We also see expansion here. Now, the Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on. It is a card of stability. You know, I think it, because we see this Six of Pentacles here, and it is talking about how we value our time, our resources, you know, our knowledge, our experience, how we value it. And so you might be holding on to different things. It might be changing what you value. You know, you might not be keeping everything because we do see walking away from some things here. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion, but also this is an investment, right? Let's say this Four of Pentacles here is a place where you are putting your resources where you do expect something in return at some point, because that's what the Three of Wands is. It's expectation. It's saying that you put something out there into the universe and now you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for that investment to come back to you in some way. And it is. It's coming back. Now, what's interesting, I think, about this one is she's got her bags packed. She's ready to move on this. She's ready to go. You know, she's waiting, but she's almost in this Three of Wands, I feel like, yes, she's waiting for something to come towards her, but as soon as it gets there, she's off again. You know, so waiting, but ready to go. Does that make sense? I think you might be ready for more expansion, more opportunities to invest in, is what I'm seeing here. However, that investment is for you. It doesn't, I'm not talking about stocks and stuff like that. I mean, it could be, but it's whatever you're investing your time, energy, money, love. What are you investing your pentacles into? The King of Cups and the Eight of Cups. All right, there's that sovereignty again. I feel like this is your energy, Cancer. You are open to giving and receiving love if it's equal, if there's equal reciprocity with that Six of Pentacles. And because you're not willing to accept anything less, you are willing to walk away from things that are just not good for you. You know, this is a very wise energy. This is making wise choices when it comes to our emotional fulfillment, you know. And I think it's because you had that experience back over here. It really transformed you, Cancer. It was probably, I mean, it was painful. It hurt, whether it was a relationship or business or whatever it was. You know, you've learned a lot from it. You know that these types of energies is not for you. And we see that ship on the horizon. You know, some ships have already sailed. You're done with them. But there's so much potential out there. There are some ships that are coming in for you as well. You know, when you close one door, you open another. So I see you being, even though you've closed the door on these things, you're open to the good stuff. I like that. Okay, so ooh, abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. That's You're gonna have some lucky, like I want to maybe a gift here. There's some luck coming in here for you. You definitely have some luck coming in. Open to the universe. There it is. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. Wow, I talked about that with the Six of Pentacles. I have confidence. Oh my God. How many of these cards have confidence in them? Maybe just one. Probably just one. And look, we got the one that said confidence. That's just amazing. In my value, my potential. I reclaim my inner power. That's sovereignty. That's sovereignty. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. This, this. I cannot. Wow. Wow. And confidence is your key. This reading is blowing my mind. We have lovers. Look at that. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Be true. And the King of Cups, it is about following your heart in the best way, being very wise about it. Crack cup, dissatisfaction in life. We see that there. Not worry about it. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. There it is. It's in the past. And older man. I feel like that's all in the past there, Cancer, for some of you. Oh, wow. So there is a lot of luck and opportunities coming in for you. This looks good. Let me know how this resonates with you. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.